What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, Panthers Advice. Man, it's feeling a little spooky around here because, well, for one, the Panthers just went out and signed not one, not two, but three defensive backs off the waiver wire, which prompt a reporter to ask Dave, is it common for a team to sign three guys on the waiver wire for one position? Basically saying that the Panthers need cornerback help, but I'm not saying anything. And then he goes on to say, are you worried about the cornerback position to Dave Canales? You know what Dave said? Not now. Not now. I mean, it wasn't this whole optimistic approach, which I do like. I do like the positivity. Don't get me wrong. I do like it. But he buckled down. I was like, oh, Dave ain't playing around. And then he basically goes on to say, we had guys. We were waiting for them to do something. They didn't do something, so we brought in guys we liked. We're going to see what they can do. I was like, oh. No more Mr. Nice Guy. Dave is not playing around. I'll throw in the video, post edit so you guys can watch it. But, I like it. I'm saying it's a little spooky, man. It's a little spooky. So today, as you can tell, we're going to look at these three defensive backs. There's some good. There's some, we'll see. But I like that Dave's being real. I also like that he didn't like what he saw from the other defensive back. So he's like, okay, we're going to bring in more help. We're not going to settle for what we have. I think you should have brought in more defensive backs to start with, but at least he's doing something now. He's not okay with mediocre work. So that says a lot in my book. Let me know your thoughts, and let me know which one of these cornerbacks right here you guys like the most. Let's jump into the video. All right, guys, we're in the film room. Direct your attention to the bottom of the screen on the left. If you ever have a question, did I switch cornerbacks? Am I going over somebody else? What number to look for? That's going to be at the bottom of your screen, so just stay attuned to that if I go too fast or maybe you get confused. All right, so let's talk about Shemar right here. Let's see. First play, let's see if we can figure out who he's going to be right here. QB's looking to the left, goes back to the right, comes back to the middle, and then there's Shemar making the play. So let's take a look at Shemar right here. We're going to see the Jets in a two-high look. Bang, take a look at the top of your screen, two-high look. You got Shemar right here, bottom of your screen. Now, what I like about Shemar right here is that he's head up on the receiver, essentially trying to convince the quarterback it's cover two man. But we know what it is. It's cover two zone, right? So take a look right here. QB's going to get it, drop back, looking to the left. Now you're going to see Shemar is basically trying to bait the quarterback into throwing that. You're going to see Shemar's going to peel back right here, bang, pick up the running back, which forces the quarterback to make a different read right across the middle. Now there's 1, 2, 3, 4 guys right around the ball carrier. Shemar's right here. Take a look who makes the tackle. I mean, come on, Jets. Come on, Jets. Come on, man. How is Shemar making that tackle? 4 guys right there. Good stuff by Shemar. Let's take a look at the next play. All right, now we're going to jump to play number 2. Once again, we see the Jets in a two-high look. You're going to have Shemar right here, top of your screen. Take a look what happens. They're in a cover 2 zone right here. Shemar has a flat, and he honestly played that pretty good. Take a look what happens right here. I don't want to overhype it too much because in the cover 2, he's going to have the flat right here, right? So I don't want to overhype it too much. He did what he was supposed to do, but I like how fast he's breaking on the ball. And take a look. When that receiver's turning around in the air, Shemar is making contact right there. So what I'm seeing right here is a good break. Bang. Receiver does a great job hanging on to it. Good stuff by Shemar. Let's take a look at the next play. Once again, against the Panthers right here. Cover 2 look. Shemar playing the flat. And look at that. Completely disrupting the play and beating Coker right here. The other thing I like about Shemar on this play is 1, how fast he reacts. And 2, you're going to see he gets his hands inside Coker's pads right there. Now he can push Coker wherever he wants, and take a look. That's exactly what happens. Moves Coker to the side and completely disrupts the screen right there. Take a look. Completely disrupts it. Good stuff. Let's keep it going. Next play we're going to look at single high safety. You got Shemar right here. Once again, does a great job. I think he's playing the flat. I don't think it was a cover 3. I mean, take a look what happens. It looks like the Jets, they're going to rotate into a cover 2 potentially, which means Shemar right here has the flat. So he's got to react the second the outside receiver starts to break. And that's exactly what he's doing right there. Take a look. Bang. And what do you know? Right here, incomplete pass. Great job by him. To me, he did a great job in a cover 2, breaking on the ball. Good stuff. Let me know your thoughts on Shemar. Let's take a look at DB number 2 real quick. DB 2 we're going to look at right here is from Tampa Bay. Now, this is where Dave was last year. And I've already seen some articles kind of shocked that Keenan got released. So there's not as much film on him compared to Shemar, but he still shows out. So let's take a look at the first play right here. So the first thing to look at right here is Bengals go in motion. The DB goes with them. That tells the QB most likely it's man-to-man coverage. Browning's going to throw it up, and look who comes down with it. Keenan Isaac. Okay, let's run it back real quick. So as we run this play back, you see the DB right here following the receiver. That tells Jake most likely it's man-to-man coverage. Now take a look at Keenan. He's going to step up right here. Okay, man-to-man. This is what impresses me the most. Receiver, inside release, and he's going to bounce it back out. You're going to see a receiver inside cut, back to the outside. Look at Keenan staying with them. Receiver looks for the ball, and then Keenan looks for the ball, man. So what did I see right there? One, great catch, right? But if we run it back, he's going to step up, man coverage, bang, flips his hips, running with the receiver, and then doesn't put his head up until the receiver does, and then he comes down with it. Pretty good first play. Let's take a look at the next one. Next play we're going to look at right here, it's a little confusing, okay? Single high safety. I see the way Keenan's playing this. I'm thinking, okay, a cover 3. He's going to drop back with the outside receiver. That way he doesn't get beat deep over here because he has this third. Let the play develop. They run play action. Bang. Keenan's running with outside receiver. Okay, peels off that. Great stuff by Keenan. He's got that deep third. But actually what I think happens is the Bucs go into a cover 2, right? This safety right here shoots over here immediately. Just one of these guys forgot to go back, right? Or they got fooled by the play action. But what I like about Keenan right here is this whole time he's supposed to be playing the flat, you're going to see right here, he keeps his eyes down the field the whole time. Take a look right here. You're going to see right here, picks up the outside receiver, going back with them. And the whole time he's watching the quarterback. Take a look at this again. The whole time he's watching the quarterback right there. The second the quarterback throws it to the running back coming out of that play action, Keenan is right there making a tackle. Now, with that being said, like I said before, we're going to look at the good and the bad. Most likely, the receiver right here was just running a rub route. He knew it was a cover 2, so he's just trying to bring Keenan with them. I mean, take a look at the route right here. Inside out, basically just trying to rub Keenan right. That way Keenan can't tackle the running back. Probably a rub route when it's all said and done. Not a bad play call, but if you look at the positives, I love how in zone coverage, man, he keeps his eyes on the quarterback and then breaks on the ball. Good tackle. Let's keep it going. All right, so just like with the Jets, we saw cover 2 right here. Bucs once again in the cover 2. Now, the Bucs are known for the cover 2, so the DBs have to be able to tackle in the flat. And look at Keenan right here, bottom of your screen. You're going to see, once again, very aggressive corner. Very aggressive. The second the receiver gets past him on that sideline, he knows he has safety help, so he turns around. And look at this right here. Bang. One more time just so you guys can see. Pushes the receiver to the sideline. I like that because it makes it easy for the safety right here to pick up the receiver, right? That quarterback would have to make a tight throw, and then watch Keenan. He's turning around right there. Running back's going to get it, and there's Keenan. Bang. Going in like a kamikaze. Let's keep it going. So last but not least is Tariq Castro-Fields. You're going to see him right here, top of your screen. Take a look. First play we're going to look at right here is against the Jets. So we're seeing a lot of Jets, whether it's offense or defense. Does a great job, gets a hand in there at the last second. You're going to see the receiver right here gets a step on him. He gets a step on Castro right here. Take a look. He gets a step, but bang. Look at that hand coming in at the last minute. I like that right there. I wouldn't say he gets beat because he's playing kind of off man right there. Take a look. Receiver does a good job. He's going to outside release and then bang, bounce it in. Take a look what happens. Outside, boom, cuts in. But he does a great job getting a hand in there at the last second. Let's take a look at the second one. Right here, you're going to have T at the top of your screen. Single high safety. Most likely man-to-man coverage against the empty spread. Take a look what happens. Bang. Breaking on that pretty quick. And that's something I've noticed with all 3 of these guys we've looked at. In our last play with T right here, bottom of your screen. Take a look what happens, man. It looks like Commanders potentially in a cover 4. different responsibilities depending on the route concepts underneath. So take a look what happens. You're going to have T right here running with the receiver right there. But the second the out route happens, bang, he turns around and he's breaking on that, forcing the receiver to go out of bounds. So this is just a sample size of these guys. If they're for sure starting, we'll definitely have a more in-depth breakdown. But let me know your thoughts. I know this isn't a lot to go off of, but it gives you a nice little sample size, right? So with that being said, that's going to wrap it up. I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. Stay tuned. More content coming soon.